Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Banggood tool review. This review is all about tungsten carbide milling cutters. Tungsten carbide milling cutters that have been designed specifically for machining soft materials like aluminium and copper. Before I start the review, I want to make one or two things perfectly clear. The first thing is Banggood don't make milling cutters. Banggood export them from China. Next thing is Banggood have sent me this set of cutters to do with whatever I please, completely free of charge. The last thing is I'll put a link on the index to the video. If you click the link and go and buy a set of cutters, I do get a small commission. If you click the link and buy anything from the Banggood site, I do get a small commission. As I keep saying, it won't be enough to allow us to retire, but it certainly will help us run the shop and make more and better videos. Anyway, that being said, let's have a little go at torturing or testing the cutters, depending on how you look at it. This is a set of cutters Banggood have sent us. There's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 and a 12. I don't know how long a 2mm cutter's going to last with me. Anyway, that's what they've sent, so we'll have a look at them, see exactly what they're like. There's some technical spec on the front there. I'll get a shot of that for the more technically minded people. We'll open the 10mm just at random. Very nicely sharpened, and a real coarse flute which should help to clear the chips. See, they are heavy. There's certainly carbide in them. Right, we'll choose one at random. We'll choose a 10mm one and we'll have a bit of play with that, and then we'll go down to one of the smaller ones. I'm not going to test them all, but we'll give the 10mm one a run for its money. It's passed the first test. It certainly appears to be running nice and straight and true. I've got a block of aluminium here. I've got no idea what it is other than being a block of aluminium. What grade it is, I don't know. I'm not going to try and destroy these cutters. I know for a fact I can break them. I can break sands of cutters if I really want to. The idea is to give them a test and see basically what they're capable of doing. I'll touch it off and take a cut along one edge and do one or two slot cuts with it. I don't know what else I can do other than use it as a milling cutter. There's loads of charts for different speeds and feed rates. In a do-it-yourself environment like this with a small mill, I generally play around until I find something that works. First thing is we'll touch it off. Now you just touch in there. I can set 0 and you get out. This is a 10mm cutter, so I'm going to put a 10mm cut on. 10mm. I'll lock the table off at that. For lubricant and aluminium I use WD-40. It seems to work really well. Kerosene works as well, but kerosene smells not very pleasantly. It's running at a reasonable speed but not super fast. Right, I must admit I like what I'm seeing. The chips are clearing really well. You often find aluminium melts to the cutter. I think a little bit more speed would help that. Right, so that's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Right, no real dramas there. finish on the bottom's good, the finish on the back's poor. I'll put a lighter cut on and put a power feed on so I can improve on the surface finish. See, it's actually putting a reflection of my finger in there, so it's... I must admit I'm impressed with that. I didn't expect it to remove the chips as well as that or leave such a good finish. Right, this is the same depth of cut, 10mm, and I'll try and go straight through this and put a slot straight through it. Once again, WD-40. There's not a great lot you can see about that, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. I'll take the 10 out and put a 6mm cutter in. Once again, I'm going to touch it off. I've changed the belt on the machine so I can get more revs out of it. Right, so it's touched off. It's a 6mm cutter, so I'll give it a 6mm cut. Yeah, I'm going to speed things up quite considerably because the smaller the cutter, the faster you run them. We might get a little bit of belt noise on this machine. Once again, that's done exactly what it's supposed to do. It's left a reasonable finish. I'll put his lighter feed on again. Exactly the same as the last cutter. That's the belt noise I was expecting before. Okay, so that's put a really nice sharp finish on. We'll do exactly the same test. We'll do a plunge test going straight through. Right, this is the smallest one now, 2mm cutter. Try that. Quite a miserable little thing. I don't really get on very well with smaller milling cutters, but we'll give it a go. You need a real high spindle speed for these. I'm limited to about 2,500. Right, once again we'll touch it off very carefully. cut. Just going to feed this by hand. We've got full speed now. Okay, so it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I really do need to change these belts. I've got automotive type belts on and I need some different belts. Right, I've come in really close. This is the same 2mm cutter. I've taken the 3mm, gets cut. I really don't want to break this. If I was going to do that slot, I would probably do it in 2 cuts, not 1 at 3mm depth. But it's done what it's supposed to do. It's survived. I haven't broke it. I think I'll put the big cutter in using this camera lens and get some shots of chips flying. People seem to like shots of chips flying. Right, this is the 12mm cutter. I'm in fairly close. Right, that is literally like a nice full butter. As you can see, it's put a rough finish on there and a smooth finish on this side. I'll bring the table this way and so we can clean that up a little bit. Normally you wouldn't take such a massive cut, possibly a rough and cut and then to clean up. I've got a piece of copper here. Copper's horrible to machine. It's chewy, it's horrible stuff. It doesn't like being machined. I'll give it a go on there with a big cutter to see what it actually does. Once again, WD-40. Right, so it's machined that, no problem at all. I don't want to put big slots in this, I don't want to waste a bit of material. But it just goes to show that it does, or it will machine copper and copper alloys. I'm sure you'll agree that those cutters did exactly what they're supposed to do. The machine aluminium, no problem at all. The question is, will I buy a set of these cutters for my shop? Absolutely, I think they're real good value for money. They're better than any cutter I've ever used on aluminium, but saying that, I've only ever used standard milling cutters. I don't see what else I could do. I couldn't really push them that much further. They probably would go a little bit further on a bigger machine, but that's not what this is all about. This is about do-it-yourself, home, hobby machining. A cheap, affordable tool that certainly appears to work. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, click the subscribe button. And if you do buy a set of cutters or you buy anything using my link, I will get a little bit of commission. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bastard thing. Come back.